Once you stop looking at your content from your perspective, right? And you can look at it from another person's perspective and understand where the attention is, that will change everything.
What would be some advice that you would give to people either just starting off or people who are very young?
I was making clips based on what I thought was cool, right? I was making clips based off what someone who likes my podcast would want to see. But when you stop doing that and you make every single clip going, whoever's watching this clip has zero idea who I am. They do not care about me at all. What is going to get them to get their attention in this moment? Bro, it changes the entire content scape, right? If you start a clip with something that only your quote unquote fans will like, or your friends will like, or you will like, that's all you're going to get. But when you start a clip from someone who does not care about you, does not know you, has zero stake in it, that's where you can get, like, bro, like, you can actually, if you go through my page, you can actually see the exact day that I figured that out and I learned that, because it changes the content so much, bro. And it's the same clips, right? Like, it's literally from the same episode, but you just, now you know what part to take. If I'm not, like, some people, like, let's say a podcast, a clip from your podcast, right? You shouldn't be looking at it like, hey, I'm Jacob, and someone who cares about Jacob would like this clip. It's someone who does not know me, does not care about me. What will make them care in this moment? All my clips start off with something like that. If you look at my clip, it's not Malcolm centered to start the clip.
I just saw Madam Web, so hopefully now you don't have to.
It's never that. It's always, what is your interest? Let's lock you in with your interest instantly. If I'm talking about like an Avatar video, boom, we're going to talk about Avatar. My clips are very, very, rarely ever starting with me being the focus. Like, I'm not the focus in the clip. It's whatever you care about is going to be in the focus in the clip. And that is going to help you so much, bro. Like, that changed my whole content thing. Shout out to Yassine, that guy. He taught me that. And it literally boosted my content so crazy, bro. Like, my views went so crazy once I learned that.
Yeah, and I would like to add on to that with your content, and then with other contents as we're growing our platform. That's one thing I did notice, and that would add on, is that people think that it's like one major thing, and then like boom, now you could just, everything's good, right? But in my opinion, it's a series of very small little things that add up together to make a better product. You just have to self-reflect on yourself. You look at other people's videos and think to yourself, it's like, why am I watching this? What's the first thing? It's good camera. You know, I've never seen a blurry video on YouTube. I've never seen a series of blurry videos on YouTube that I just kept watching.
Right.
You know, something simple like that. So it's like, okay, well, I have to have good quality every time I'm recording, or else that matters.
Right.
Other things, you know, if I put a little thumbnail on what episode this is from, then I see a small uptick in that episode. People actually go and click on the episode. You know, obviously I haven't completely figured it out. I mean,
neither have I.
I don't think anyone really has,
unless you Mr. Beast or DDG. Right. You know what I'm saying? Like,
and he said that too. He said, you know, unless you're lucky, your first video is not going to get a lot of views.
Right.
Definitely. You just got to do it for a while. And then when you do it for a while, you can look back at your body of work and make a small improvement on every single video that you're doing, or at least you should.
And you got to talk to your audience too. That's one big thing that we do, is I love talking to like, bro, so many people of our audience have become like homies and stuff. And bro, those types of things help. Like, bro, I've been in the Discord and I've been like, hey, what made y'all click the podcast, right? Like, what clip got y'all into it? And I know the exact clips, bro. It's the clip where we was arguing about Sasuke. It's the clip where I was hating on My Hero Academia. You know what I'm saying? Like, I know what the clips were because they told me. And now I can go look at that clip and be like, oh, okay, I see what the appeal in this was. Like, I didn't even get this when I made the clip, right? Like, I made this clip for a different reason. Oh, they like this, or they like this about the episode. Y'all like it when we talk about this. You got to talk to your people, right? You can't just be sitting making content over and over and over again and not listening to what people want to hear. If people are going, hey, bro, this is my favorite part of the episode, we love this part, and you just like, oh, whatever. You know what I'm saying? You got to listen. When you listen and lock in, bro, that stuff will help so much. You just got to talk to, like, bro, don't only take tips from content creators, right? Because content creators don't be like watching content like that. You got to listen to people who don't make content too. Bro, when we were doing our podcast, this was like 2019, 2020, bro, I used to just upload it on YouTube. Boom, it's done. And then my girlfriend was like, you should change the thumbnails. Like, your thumbnails are plain. Like, y'all are literally just sitting there. There's nothing there. You know what I'm saying? I upgraded it. Nothing like what our thumbnails are right now because I didn't know. But I just threw like a colored background on it. Our views went from 4 to 14, right? Like, it's just like those little minor things, right? My girlfriend, I've been trying to upgrade my, you know what I'm saying, my clothes a little bit. Because she told me, she's like, bro, what are you wearing? Like, you literally just threw on some clothes when you know you're about to be on the camera. And it's like, dang, you right. Like, bro, and I'm telling you, my TikTok clips where I got a good fit on do better than the TikTok clips where I just threw on some random stuff, bro. Like, it's those things that are important. I don't watch content creators, right? Like, I don't sit in, like, I listen to podcasts, but I don't really watch podcasts. So those are things I never would have thought about if I wasn't listening to people who aren't content creators but consume content, right? So you just gotta, though, that's super important. Like, that's super important. You gotta have people who consume content too.